Hi, and welcome to A Filthy Talk, a Filthy Lots live weekly panel discussion show coming to you live from North Vancouver on the traditional territories of the Squamish Nation. We would like to acknowledge the privilege to work, play, and create in these beautiful lands. We encourage you to comment in the chat, both on YouTube or on Twitch right now if you're watching us live, with what traditional lands you are watching from. I'm Trevor Gemma. This is Roz Young, and returning as fact checker slash, screw that, captain of the Starship Chatroom. Sorry, I was on autopilot. Ash Turner, yeah. And we're not doing the walk-ons, but we are. You guys can chime in on this, but like normally we start with nerd news and stuff. But I'm also just gonna say, joining us today, we have. That's right. We didn't talk about this, but I'm doing it. Sorry, Alex, I messed up your whole thing. Jamie Gummo and Cheyenne Rouleau. Hello. Welcome, people. But yeah, we're gonna start with nerd news. Is there some? Oh no, I have a thing. I'm excited about it, so I'm gonna talk about it first. Yeah, that's right.
You have the floor, sir.
I do. I'm sorry. I got real like. I am really excited about this. We've talked about it on the show before. There's a video game that is in open beta right now. That got pushed to October, but you can play early access beta for Back 4 Blood right now. That I'm just super excited about. It's something that we were greatly anticipating. We were playing Left 4 Dead in practice, and yeah.
I think you were playing Left 4 Dead. I was running around.
Yeah.
Not killing witches. They're just ladies having a bad day. They're crying in the corner. Why would you go over there and bother them? I don't know. And Randy, stop shooting me!
Why did you have to add your own storyline to a game that it's just like these
Have you played like, any game with me?
One-shot murderers, I'm just gonna not shoot them.
I have a confession to the entire internet that I am the wet bandits in Minecraft. I am all of them.
No, you're not.
Well, I recruited you.
Yeah.
But like, the first one was me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And some of the other ones. And then I also blamed Trevor by framing him by moving his cat to the guild hall. It was me.
Yeah. So Victoria, if you're watching, it was Roz. She recruited me, and then she threw me under the bus.
Good time. Okay, so my nerd news. Your nerd news is exciting. My nerd news is adorable. Most nerds will know Nathan Fillion.
Yes.
Yes. Captain Mal. If you also know him, you know that he's from Edmonton.
Captain Hammer as well.
Oh, don't. I heard you say it across the internet.
Do you not know
it resounded.
Captain Hammer?
Yeah, I know. I heard them say it in my mind.
Dr. Horrible.
I know.
Okay.
Are you not gonna? Okay, great.
Go.
Look how mature we are.
What, sing the song?
No, everyone says the hammer is my penis after you say it.
Nope.
Okay, so he's
Not
from
everyone.
Edmonton. I'm also from Edmonton, which is really fun. And they are going to name a park after him, but they are going to call it the Nathan Fillion Civilian Pavilion.
Nathan Fillion Civilian Pavilion. That's amazing.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
And why I'm talking about Nathan Fillion is that he's a cast member in the new Suicide Squad coming out this weekend.
Oh, he's Nathan Fillion's in it?
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
so
shit.
I looked at him, I was like,
pitch.
I was like, who's he playing? He's playing a character called TDK, and I was like, who is that?
Total Death Kill?
No. Surprisingly, it's not. It might be kind of a James Gunn original character.
Oh, really? Oh, so he's gonna die.
I don't know.
It's the Suicide Squad. Like, half of them are gonna die. Well, any minor characters, you're like, I don't think I've ever... Oh, it's because he's gonna die.
Let's find out.
Machine gun fire.
We'll probably report back next time when we watch it and find out.
Yeah.
Okay. You have something else.
Yeah, I should have done this first. It's my first day. It's not episode 52, it's episode 1. Okay, so I do want to talk about what's going on with the Filthy Lot, and I should have done this first. I don't know why I'm out of sorts. It's hot. So this week, we have not only a Filthy Lot on Twitch, we have a Filthy Lot on YouTube, we have a Funny Lot on YouTube, and we have a Filthy Quest Line on YouTube. So we do have 3 channels. If you didn't know that, now you know. Go subscribe to all of them and ring the bell. Attune to the bell of notification. So this week on Filthy Quest Line, we shot episode 5 of Altero Shadows of Blood, our long-form ongoing campaign of D&D. which was a lot of fun. We shot that on Tuesday, live on Twitch, and it's now available on Filthy Questline's YouTube. We aired episode 2 of Monster Talks, which centers around monsters known as flumps. So if you don't know about flumps and you want to learn about them in a very adorable way, then check out Monster Talks on a Filthy Questline. A funny lot, over the course of Pride Weekend in Vancouver, released all 5 episodes of our Pride Challenge. So if you want to watch some of the people around here answer some trivia questions, but mostly not answer them because they were intentionally difficult, and then get paint dumped on them, well, watered down paint.
In slow-mo.
But yeah, in slow motion. It's fun to watch. And with our very own Ash hosting and doing a phenomenal job doing that, even though she was super nervous by her own admission, but did a great job.
Thanks. Apparently I perform well under pressure. It's just my thing.
A natural host.
It's just my thing. Also available on A Funny Lot. And they also aired today, Canadian Heritage Seconds is a series of little shorts that we shot, and the Gretzky episode aired today. This week we shot episode 3 of a series for the main channel called Nocturnes, which we just recently aired episode 2. We shot episode 3 yesterday.
Yeah, we
Time
did.
and soup. And next week we have esports, the first official episode of esports airing on Twitch live. Yeah, really excited for that. And then Tuesday is One Shot or Not, where we have our own intern, Capri Smith, playing in One Shot or Not next Tuesday. So tune in for that. That's going to be awesome to see.
She's going to nerd it up as a wizard, and it's going to be adorable.
Oh, hell yeah. Yes, but okay, you were talking about Suicide Squad, and that kind of is sort of something that inspired.
I know, we were going to use that as our
Yeah, I'm fucking up left and right. It's great. Segues are hard. I drove one once. It was difficult. It was weird. Forward to go forward.
Nope, stop.
Okay.
Introduce.
All right, so we were talking about Suicide Squad, and squad is kind of the thing that inspired this topic, honestly. The fact that how do you find your squad, your nerd squad, or your friends, or all of that aspect of the difficulties of forming relationships in life is basically what we're going to explore today. So thank you guys for joining us. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah. I feel like I've talked to too many people about this recently, about how many times I've Googled how to make friends as an adult, and now people are just feeling bad. They're like, we better make a show about this and include her.
But no, like it's an honestly, you're not alone in that. It is weird to make new friends as an adult, especially because, like, what do you do nowadays? You don't do it the same way.
I know.
And that's what is kind of fascinating about all of this. Like, what do you do differently to make friends as an adult compared to what you did as a child, or as a teenager, or as a young adult?
Yeah. Yeah, when you're not going to school every day, right? That's where you made most of your friends, and like, you know, nobody wants to be friends with HR, so there's that. So like your only thing is like work or like interests, right? Common interests. Orgies?
Yeah, common interests.
You're going to say or Jesus, like your church.
Oh, no.
Orgies.
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 Different.
Jesus.
Wow, those are so close. I had no idea.
Yeah, it depends on
Don't
what.
hang out with the right people, Roz.
Clearly, I had to Google. So I was Googling something about bagpipes today for a D&D thing, and a lot of stuff that was coming up that I didn't know about. That was like, apparently bagpipes is slang for something gross.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know none of those.
I mean,
I don't know that.
Nothing is safe.
But it was
Nothing's
like
sacred.
Urban Dictionary, and I'm like, ooh, maybe that'll have nicknames that are cute for bagpipes.
No.
Nope.
You're never going to get anything good on Urban Dictionary.
That's very true. That's very true.
Oh, is someone explaining it to Ash?
No, I looked it up on Urban Dictionary.
Ash is having her own thing. That's not the job. You
She's
have a
turned
job.
the color of her shirt.
I'm checking facts.
Okay, don't look up Gummo, my cool last name, on Urban Dictionary, because you'll hide under a rock for 6 months and say that your last name is Gabriel.
Is that because of the movie Gummo?
Probably. I think that's what derived most of the meaning.
All right.
So what are you guys looking, like currently, what kind of squad peeps are you looking for? Because I just mentioned D&D, and I'm constantly just trying to like, I'm trying to gift people dice as a way, as like a gateway into my world of, here's some dice, play D&D with me.
That's
but what are
so
you guys
cute.
looking for?
I made a lot of friends playing softball as an adult.
Oh.
Yeah, team sports really do that for you. Like I played softball my whole childhood and up into my teen years, and then I had a really bad injury and I had to stop playing. And then when I was like 25, I was like, screw it, I'm gonna play again. And I joined a team, and that turned into joining 2 teams, and that turned into joining 3 teams, and now like 4 teams. And so I've made a circle of friends with that, which is really fun. But there is the one problem with that is like I'm very competitive. So like that can be a real turn off for some friends that are like, let's just throw a ball around and try. It's like, let's win. So I've
You
had to
don't
like
strike me as someone who'd be super competitive.
really.
Yeah, like in sports. Not in sports. Not in sports.
Like
I'm such a good softball player.
Huh.
Yeah, I used to play like competitively. Like I used to play like really good softball, like going to the Canada team softball.
Oh, so not on the.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
just such a delightful producer and actor and
Enigma.
writer around here. You have no idea. She's
No,
such a team player.
Yeah, that's not why, but yeah.
What is it? No, I really want to know now. No, I want to know.
It's just that you don't seem like someone who takes value in defeating others.
Well, for those of you who didn't hear it, my husband laughed really hard. I do.
Okay.
Not like in a mean way, but like I'm a.
But what else is the point? Like, if you're gonna do something, you might as well win.
I just like I don't get mad if we lose, but I do get mad if people don't do their best. Like I get that's where most of my frustration comes. So like working together and like being efficient and having a plan and everybody trying their best is really, really important to me. And so that's the only time I get like super competitive is when I feel like people aren't doing that or like like I'm like, why are you here? What are you doing?
Does that bleed over from like teammates to friends? Like if you have friends that aren't trying that hard in life, do you like turn on them?
It's not that I turn on them. It's like I take
Or
I have
lose interest?
I have a lot of respect for people who are really passionate about things.
Okay.
And so even if they're bad at the thing, if they're like super passionate and trying their best at it, I find that so attractive in a person.
Nice.
But when people are like lazy or feel entitled about things and aren't like giving it their best, that's when I get really, really frustrated because I'm like, well, why am I giving you my time? Why am I sharing my passions with you? Yeah. I'm a very driven person. Sure. And I think if I don't see that in another person, I find it very off-putting. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm remembering that I told the chat I need to do a thing.
Oh.
I gotta get a little bit of business quickly out of the way.
Oh,
it has to
no.
do with the mystery boxes behind us.
Mystery.
Yeah. So you prepped a trivia question.
I did.
Would you like to read that? So chat, this is based on at the last episode, last week, we had a redemption right at the very last second of the show as I was trying to sign off. Someone redeemed a What's in the Box. So trivia question is about to be asked by Roz. The first person who answers the correct answer in the chat will win a prize under one of those boxes. So please ask.
I would like trivia question from Roz. How many pairs of sex chromosomes does the platypus have?
Platypus.
Ooh. So human beings, we have a pair, so 2, we have an X and a Y or whatever combination, you know. That.
There's a guess of 3.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
Meh. That was a weird buzzer noise. Excuse me. I'll workshop it. Meh. No, it's not buzzy enough. What else we got?
1, 2,
No.
10, 5.
How many pairs? 5 pairs.
Cian O'Brien.
Woo-woo!
Oh,
He can redeem himself
Cian
from the
O'Brien.
corn.
5 pairs for 10 chromosomes.
23
10,
and 69.
10 was really close. because
Oh, Randy.
in the line.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy that they have that many.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They're so fun.
Okay.
So weird.
Cian O'Brien, pick a number between, or not, damn it, not between 1 through 5.
Can I get the
4.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, do
What's
it. Yes,
in the
please.
box?
Number 4.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? It looks like I'm not wearing pants.
Oh.
Oh!
She's excited. You have won a
Marvel Legends action figure of Loki. What?
the Loki variant from the Loki series. So I'm pretty sure, yeah,
Oh,
it's
we're
the
all
Loki variant. So on the back of his jacket, it'll say variant. It's the thing they put him in TVA. So that's yours,
Yay!
Mr. O'Brien.
That'll go great with your corn holders.
These are awesome.
Okay, I have a question for everyone up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
What phase of life thus far has presented the easiest form of making friends, and why or what do you think the determining factors were?
Whoa. Can I buy a vowel?
Sure.
That's interesting because like when did you have the most friends versus when it was easiest might not be the same thing.
It might not.
You know? Like sometimes you just have more energy.
Yeah, when did you
Yeah.
find like ease of? Because I mean, like you said, school, and
Yeah.
maybe it's that you're like
Yeah.
you're around them and you're like kind of pushed to socialize.
Yeah.
I think the easiest time I had was actually in my like early 20s.
Yeah, when I was in theater school, I felt that was like because my theater school was very isolated. We had a small class of 6 people, and through 3 years, like full time, 6 days a week, fucking 12, 16-hour days, like really crazy. Like you build like extremely close relationships. So I feel like maybe it wasn't the most amount of friends. Actually, it probably was too, because everybody that was in the program bonded together because we were all in a traumatic situation.
Yes.
Truthfully.
Oh, trauma brings you together.
Yeah. So like I feel like those bonds are the strongest bonds that I've built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about this, and yeah, I like had the most friends in high school, but I think it was the easiest phase to accumulate friends because I didn't honor myself. I did not honor who I was or my values. I was like, they're nice to me, I'm gonna adapt to what they want me to be. They're nice to me, I'm gonna adapt to what they want me to be.
Yeah, well, you're
and I
just
was
like,
never
you
authentic.
shape-shift.
I shape-shifted to be what would be accepted.
Yeah.
Which I wholeheartedly regret because I don't have any friends from high school. I got 2.
Oh.
And they were the ones that were real, and and it was the people that I was genuinely myself with.
Yeah.
And that's why I have 2 friends from high school. One of them was someone I dated for 2 years, Tom, my buddy, my bestie.
Hi,
But,
Tom.
Truly,
Hi, Tom.
he's not watching. He's really a good friend, actually. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't know how to use Twitch, like most of people in their late 30s. Trevor, okay. Anyways, but yeah, no, I think I was
old
like,
dog,
I
but I
went
like
on a
music.
trip down memory lane thinking about this. My family recently like sent me all my stuff, and I had yearbooks and old photos, and I was looking at them like just all these people who I never talk to anymore, or think about, or that's not true. I think about them, but it was the easiest
do
time
this when I think
because
about
it was the most compromising time. Whereas
Yeah.
now I am very selective about who I spend my time with because our
Yes.
values have to align. Generally, our interests have to align. Otherwise, you're not gonna have anything common to do or talk about, which
Yeah.
I'll get into in a minute. But I also have no F-wording time available in my life. I love my job, and it bleeds into everything that I do. And so the little time that I have, it's gotta be worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, I fully agree. I have a very small circle now,
Yeah.
but that circle is good.
Yeah.
Like it's good. Because, yeah.
I know I've been
it's
trying to
weird.
get in, and it's been rough.
You are welcome. You are welcome into the circle.
Okay.
It's just like, I'm tired. I'm
hard.
tired
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, and trying to
Yeah.
organize 2 to 3 adults' schedule to meet one day. It's like, well, let's plan something in 2072 because that's like, it's just with
Yeah.
people, doing their own businesses and running their own things and hustling and having children and moving to the burbs. Like, just organizing things is so much work. I'm like, see you on Zoom.
Do you guys think that the advancement of technology has made it easier or more difficult to make and establish
good
new
question.
friendships?
Good question.
I didn't write that one down. That just popped in my head. It was inspired by SetDeck's awesome job as a centerpiece.
It's beautiful.
They kill it every
I mean, it is great for, like, I will say my best friend lives in the UK. So, and she has a baby. So it's like, there's a lot of factors there of like, I haven't seen her in 2 years, but I FaceTime her when I'm doing my makeup in the morning.
Ah.
And that's like, we can just like hang out, And so that's nice. So we have to schedule technology time together, but it's really easy because I'll just be like, I thought of something funny and dumb, and I'll just like FaceTime her, and sometimes she picks up, sometimes she doesn't. Like.
I love having a chat with my 2 best friends. My little tripod, the 3 of us.
I love your
I
tripod.
know,
I want a
love my
tripod.
too. And Andrea will be in the States for work, and she'll message us about that time she almost pooped on the side of the road.
Love it.
Or pooped on the side of the road. And someone else will see something crazy, and we can just message into that chat. And I think when you're really close with those people, there's no pressure to reply right away. There's
Yeah.
no pressure to be someone you're not.
Yeah.
You could ask the hard questions that are like, this is going on with me and my partner, and am I the asshole? And I know I am, but just tell me it's fine.
Yeah.
Or you can reply, or you can just be like, today I ate 16 ice creams, and I have to tell someone because it's embarrassing, and I know it's wrong. But just like,
do it every
Is
night.
that a thing? Did
No.
you? No. Oh,
I do.
I'm so impressed. 16 ice creams?
I would shit my pants.
I've fallen in love with those like strawberry cream popsicle things, and they come in like little things that are 2 separate sticks that you're like supposed to clearly pull apart and have like individual sticks. I'm like the whole box in one night often. They're so good. I digress. So good.
Okay, so this ties into the thing you said about like tight circle. You got a tripod. Would you rather have 5 really close friends with 90% shared interests, or 100 less intimate friends with more specialized parameters?
Nope,
So
5.
like,
5, yeah.
yeah, you'd rather
100%.
have.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't have time to see 100 people.
No, but like.
I can't fail in all those relationships.
So let me explain the specialized parameters. It's
Okay.
like, I'm gonna go to a concert. Oh, I know that like I've got these 4 friends that really love metal. Like they're like, I'm gonna go to a heavy metal concert. Those are my metal friends, and that's the thing that we always do together. And they're gonna say yes. I've got my board game friends. I've got my going out dancing friends. Like but like.
so you want to like do you like to compartmentalize your friendships?
Yeah.
By interests, or do you like to find the people who like all
wanna
the
do
same
everything
things you
with.
do? Yeah.
I guess I like people that will, even if it's not their interest, do the thing with me, and I'll do the thing with them.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like, it's like, even if it's like, I don't want to go, like, my husband is like into metal, and it gives me anxiety.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, he was in a metal band.
Eyes laid up. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Roadside Fire. Check them out on Bandcamp. It was like 15 years ago. It's probably not.
Awesome.
But like, when I see him like get really excited about metal, I'm like, oh, I love seeing that, and I'll go to that show with you, even though like the whole time I'll be like, I gotta take an Ativan, like, But I like that, and he comes and sees all my dumb comedy shit, like, and the thing that I love about that too is like, Jason doesn't laugh easily, and I'm a comedian. And so when he does, I know it's good, and I would rather have that than somebody that's like, everything you do is funny, Like,
Yeah.
I want to like,
That makes sense.
Oh,
I totally get
so,
that.
yeah, and then when he like shows me a band that I'm like, oh wait, I get it, like his eyes light up, like,
Yeah.
I like cross pollination.
That's your partner, right? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also best friend.
Also best friend. Usually.
Oh, I had a thing about that.
And I have the bit of the opposite thing with my partner, where we like all the same things, and very, very few things do we have that are different. But it was just like, I was hanging out with my mom when we were moving here, and she was like, oh, did you guys want to take some books? And he's like, no, we have my books. And she's like, oh, but there's Roz's books. And he's like, no, they're the same books. if we take this entire bookshelf, it's just going to be that 3 dozen boxes that are full of books in there already.
Have you guys had that much in like similar interest? That's crazy.
It's
kinda
hard to think of
awesome.
things that we don't. I mean, we play different instruments,
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That's still music.
but like we moved my drum set and French horn and trombone into the band room, and then Matt's guitars and the mandolin. And,
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't. You know what he doesn't like? He doesn't like all board games, and I'm really competitive with games too. And I wish he would play cribbage with me. I don't know why he wouldn't. He's fine at math. I think you're being weird about it. Just play cribbage with me. He wants to play Yahtzee. There's no like complicated stuff involved with Yahtzee. You just roll dice. Oh wait, that's D&D. You know what?
I'll play. Here's the thing.
right
I'll
there.
play Yahtzee with Matt, and then Jay will play cribbage with you.
Awesome.
Because I hate counting. I don't like
just
it.
a
Oh, wait, that was
15.
romantic.
That
Okay.
is too many.
When it comes to romantic relationships, if you have, how important are shared interests and hobbies in a romantic relationship to you? And like, I mean, we've kind of touched on this a little bit in the fact that you have an insane number in your current relationship, and you, even if it's not the same interest, you like support each other.
Yeah.
And before we get into this, what's up, Ash?
We have a channel point redemption for Ask Us Almost Anything.
Oh, okay.
And the question is, can I get a discount on a lighting change? Because he wants to change the lights, but he doesn't have enough channel points. So he's wondering if he can get a discount.
So the answer to that from me would be no. And Born and Crazed, who is the one who would be doing that, says no. You want the lights to change, you got to be committed. So, no. Keep watching our stuff, keep building up those channel points, and you can change the lighting eventually. There you go. That's it.
I'll create a small shadow for you.
Hardcore.
'Cause it's hard times out there. Shadow. It's a small shadow.
Good lighting change. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Lighting change.
Yeah.
All about the compromises.
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting question. Like, I'm in a relationship we've been, it's like 10 years, so, we like a lot of the same things. It really works for us. We like to play different video games. Matt wants to play Sims, and I want to play Minecraft.
But you're still both gaming.
We're both gaming.
Yeah.
We're gonna read books, and he'll be reading a different Brandon Sanderson series than I am. Wildly different. Wildly different.
He's on book 2 and I'm on book 4. Are
That-
you, how? So you have. How does that weigh in for you, Jamie?
Yeah, I think, geez, God, I'm like having like out loud therapy happening as I go. But I think like the same thing, like it was never important before because I was like, you want to be with me? Okay, I'm gonna compromise to be like you and what you want. But now, in the sadly, probably the first healthy relationship I've ever been in, common interests are important. But
Cheers,
they don't have to
though.
be
You know,
identical.
like,
Thank you.
yeah.
I don't compromise anymore. And I think that's like the thing is, like those common interests are what pull you through the times that aren't great, or when the fairy tale disappears. And that is something I never really wanted to do. I was like a hopper. I was like, ooh, fairy tale, ooh, fairy tale, ooh, fairy tale, and I never wanted to get real, never wanted to get deep. And so without that, you don't have anything
Just
really.
endless honeymoon phase?
Yeah, endless honeymoon
Lacking
phase is not a
substance
life.
entirely?
Yeah, it's not a life. It's fun, but it's not a life. And then that depth really, I think, comes from those sharing. But then like the things that come from that, like Scott, my partner, and I, we both love music. We both play guitar. We both sing. We don't ever do it together. Except for like, I think maybe a
that's fascinating.
handful of times because we're both shy about it, which is weird. And now it's just starting to become a thing where we're like, maybe we could start to play something together and write something together and make something together. But it's like taking time for that vulnerability to be okay in that specific area. But we do have so much in common, and I think it came less interests and more values and life philosophy and being okay with doing nothing all the time.
Jay and I have different interests, but we have the same values.
Yeah.
And like we can see when we like things, when we are passionate about things, we can see the value in that. We can see what at the core of that interest is what's special to them.
Yeah. Well, the fact that you like to see him happy at a metal show that's driving you crazy, and that he goes to the comedy things. I was thinking about that and going, like, that's fucking love, and that's love with your friends too. The ones that go to do stuff with you that they don't want to do because nobody wants to go alone.
Yeah.
Like, word, I love that.
Yeah.
Sounds like the title of the episode today.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Hard to go alone.
I was going to ask, if your partner has interests that you don't care about at all, do you make an effort to gain interest or draw a hard line in the sand, is how I phrased it, but like, do you just say, no, you go do your thing, and it's fine that you do your thing, that's great, I just can't.
I tried really hard to get into Overwatch for Jay. I do not understand what the hell is going on in that game. I don't get it.
Mayhem.
It's
Crazy.
mayhem. But I love how passionate he is about it, and I'll let him. He's here. I'll let him talk about it to me, and I'll be like, oh, like I'm just like, I don't know what's happening, but like I love that he's passionate about it, and I watch, like his episode 0, like when I love seeing him cast it because like I can see him get excited and be really good at something, and I love that. No idea what's going on.
Yeah, that's fair.
So like, and I tried to play it, and I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this, and he was like, okay.
Yeah.
I play Stardew Valley, very different vibe. That's the only game I play.
Great game.
Great game. Great game.
This is a little darker of a question. Perfect timing.
The big bus.
So there's that lighting change. Thanks, Bored and Crazed.
Drama.
Have you ever? So like, it certainly it sounds like we've got
Casey!
that people here have all found over like the progression of their lives very healthy relationships where they supported their partners and that kind of a thing. But have you ever pressured a partner out of something that they care about because you don't value it? Well, and I don't mean pressure necessarily as like outwardly direct, but like you see your partner doing their nails and you go, oh, you're doing your nails again? Like those little cutting jibes that make them think that what they're doing lacks value?
That's at the stage where your relationship is kind of already unhealthy and you pick on things that you know, oh, Ash is nodding.
Oh, no, I just, not us. We're good. But like, no, that you're totally right. Like that's when the relationship is already really unhealthy, and maybe you should start seeing a counselor or perhaps
Break up.
Yeah.
break up.
Yeah.
Someone's passion should be.
I rolled my eyes at my ex-partner once because he started talking about musical theater, and like I come from the world of like other like regular theater without songs, and he was like really into musical theater, and like I just reached a point where I was just like, I'm sick of hearing about this musical, and I rolled my eyes and we got in a huge fight. I didn't even know I did it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like you're being honest at the same
Yeah.
time. Like you don't care.
Yeah.
And that's something that like Ash says, not us. And I have more honesty in our relationship with than I've had in any other previous relationship. In that if I don't care about something, I can just be like, oh, look, I've tried. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine that you love it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Care.
Yeah. Yeah. Jay actually introduced me to gangster films because I used to look at like gangster films and be like, oh, it's all men and fucking guns. There's no women except if they're like a stripper. Like I was like, this is stupid. And he's like, you have to watch The Departed. And I was like, I don't want to watch The Departed. And he's like, I know, but I'm gonna make you fucking watch The Departed. And I watched it. I was like, this is the best movie ever. Like
Okay.
I got so excited.
If you enjoy that movie,
Yeah.
please go see Infernal Affairs. It's a Korean film,
Jay's told me about that.
and The Departed is a shot-for-shot ripoff of that movie, and should not have won any Academy Awards because all they did was take a bunch of fucking North American white actors, a bunch of A-listers, and insert actor here. There's one scene that wasn't in the original movie. Fucking bullshit. Anyway.
Trevor has
that.
opinions.
I will do
Brought
that.
to you by Filthy Talk.
Thoughts on plagiarism.
What about you?
No. Scott and I do have all the same interests generally, although it just prompted something that kind of came right away from last night. Like he bought this flight simulator game for Xbox, and he's been playing it a lot. And like he's like, let's go fly into your hometown in Gananoque, Ontario, which is on the game, which is bizarre. And you can like find your house. It's really fun. You can fly all these different planes. But then he was like, I think I might go to like learn how to fly a plane. And I'm like, oh, a bored camera guy that wants to become a helicopter. I know this story. And he's like, thanks for being so supportive, babe. I'm like, oh, you're serious. I'm like, if you're serious, then yeah, but I want to see like a 12-step plan and like how you're going to do it, because we're not just going to spend money on flight school for you to not ever fly a plane when you
Yeah.
can play on the Xbox and it's super fun and that's cool and I'm down for that. But I felt really bad because I was not supportive, but I meant to be in that. I was like, if that is your true, actual, realistic shit, then I'm behind you. I'm going to help you, but we're building an incremental plan. You're not going to just. He's like, I think I'm still in the dream phase. I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, just dream about it. Just dream about it. I watched
But
my
that's interesting because so you did have a knee-jerk sort of like
I did.
belittling reaction.
I did. First time ever I've done that with him, and I was a little disappointed in
someone-
myself, but I was also trying to be a realist that didn't want to let
Yeah.
him down. And I was also like, we just bought a house. Please don't go to fly a plane for no reason. Yeah,
that's fair.
We're already like,
But I
you know.
think you guys have a relationship that is strong because you are often real with each other.
Super real. And
Right,
like almost
yeah.
immediately thereafter, he made the joke of like, oh, thanks for the support. I was like, oh my God, I just realized I did the thing. I suck, I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
it's like when you're parents, right? Kind of not supporting your dreams. It's not because they don't love you and support you. It's because they don't want you to be like let down or disappointed or,
Yeah.
or unrealistic.
I actually,
Felt bad.
this is back to therapy. I watched my parents' marriage dissolve because of not sharing interests.
Ooh, damn. Really? Do you
bullshit.
think it was just not sharing interest?
No, there was other factors for sure, but I feel like there came a point after like we had grown up a little bit and we were teenagers, me and my sister, that it like stopped being about, like we didn't need as much from them, and so they started like doing their own thing, and my dad was going over the island a lot, and he was doing hang gliding and a bunch of stuff, and like my mom felt
Oh.
stuck at home, and like there was that sort of divide and things that my mom didn't want to do and couldn't do with him.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Common interest for you.
sorry if my mom's watching.
Kids,
Just airing your dirty laundry. But like, yeah.
You guys were their common interests. And
Yeah.
sometimes- And then your interests change and your friendships change.
Totally.
And your relationships change.
They still talk, they're still close.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine, but like you watch that,
Yeah.
when things in life change, like people get drawn in different directions. And if those directions can't work together, like what are you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, that's the weird thing about like people who raise kids and then the kids leave the nest and suddenly you're a different person 18 years later.
Yeah.
And you may have evolved into different people that are no longer compatible, and that's okay, but it's a lot to deal with.
It doesn't
when,
always
like,
take 18 years.
Yeah.
it doesn't always take that long. It sometimes takes a little longer. Nowadays, kids don't necessarily leave the house at 18. It's not exactly an easy world out there. I didn't leave the house at 18.
Yeah.
The world got way too expensive. It's
I left
crazy
the
out
house
there.
at
Taking it with my
18,
parents.
and then I moved back after divorce. So it
Oh.
was just like, hi mom, I'm gonna come home for a little bit.
I did that after a breakup.
Yeah.
It wasn't a divorce. I mean, it was a common law divorce technically,
Yeah.
but goddamn.
Heard me too.
I've never taken the official. Who needs to get the government involved?
I mean, right?
Because you want a sweet new last name. No, that's not the reason.
I do. Gummo, come on.
Whoa! Whoa!
Sorry.
Is that what? That's actually, this is off topic, but like of the central topic. But screw it, conversation. What do you feel about the whole taking someone else's name thing?
I only took his name because I thought it was a better last name than mine.
Oh.
Also, me and my sister worked in the same industry, and I didn't love that we are clumped together because we were doing very different things. So I was like, you keep the maiden name. I'm going to go with this sweet sounding French name, which then I realized means roll. So, Cheyenne bread roll. Just what my bullies called me in high
That's
school.
your next D&D character.
I just thought it sounded better. Literally, if he had
He's a
if he
baker.
had a stupid last name, I wouldn't have taken it. But because I liked his last name,
Yeah,
I took
same.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
If the shoe fits, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not gonna like go from like Gummo to Gummer or anything, but no. Judy Garland's Frances Gummer, wasn't her name Frances Gum? Anyways,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Judy Garland's real
Good
name.
change,
was very close.
Judy. Good
But
change.
anyways, yeah.
It's 2 weeks in a row that Judy Garland has come up. That's weird.
How about you, Roz? What do you think with names?
It was more important to him than me at the time.
yeah.
And we were really young, so I married my high school boyfriend. We hit university. We were both in science stuff, living the science life, right? Oh man, we just grew apart.
Yeah.
Many things happened, but his last name Young, which is my last name now. And then I got into science. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was publishing. And then as soon as I had finished my degree and I started publishing.
Oh wait, I did know this.
Right, and then because I have established myself with a certain name, and you have this brand that you develop that is the person who you are.
Yeah.
And then when we got divorced, I was like, I'm gonna keep the last name, and he was like, Yeah, I don't know, whatever you want to do. Like,
Full lot of
fine with me.
paperwork.
And it's just so now it feels a little weird because my mom and sister have the same name because she is with a partner long term and they have babies and they're super happy and they're doing their thing, but she kept her name, and that was just the thing that worked best for her.
Yeah.
And we're all like, who cares? And
Yeah.
I didn't feel strongly enough about it at the time that I was like, oh, this name is shorter and it is easy to spell. When I give it over the phone, it's really able to, and also I can be like RZLYNYOUNG.
Oh wow. You
It's the Mickey Mouse Club.
I
It's the same
I
number.
know exactly what it is.
So there were many wins to the name Steele.
It's funny because I changed my name after already sort of establishing as an actor, so I'm having a hell of a time on IMDb right now. Because I got two profiles.
Blending
I got
profiles
Maverly
seems
and
hard.
Rouleau.
Yeah.
And it's difficult, and I keep asking them to change it. and
How
it
common
hasn't
is
happened.
the keeping the original and taking on the other? Because that's what my mom did.
I think it's going to be different generationally. Like I feel like boomers probably it was very vastly take your partner's name, and I think now millennials and probably Gen Z are just going to make
lot of
up
hyphens
new
in the-
names or
in the
something.
middle there.
Yeah. Which I think is
Yeah.
dope. But like, yeah, I think it's going to change generationally. I
wouldn't-
honestly think it's going to phase out.
I wouldn't do it again. Like Matt's last name is even more simple. So Baker, super simple.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would do it again. Like I've established who I feel like is me
Oh.
and my authentic self. I'm like
Yeah.
really happy with this person.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
It works.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep this name, and I feel like that definition that I use of myself when I'm places, when I put those initials down, when I sign my name, I feel really confident in that person.
Same.
that.
Yeah.
See,
Love it.
Is it hard for you
What
to
is the
imagine
chat
changing your name?
it's not that hard because it comes from my dad's side, and my dad was a piece of shit, and he's dead now, and that's great. But he wasn't super involved in my life, and like, well, it's true.
No.
He's a
Would
drug addict.
you take
Fuck it.
Ash's last name?
Would I take Ashes? Then I'd be Trevor Turner, and that's weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a good ring
Then
to
you
it.
make a totally different
I
kind
like,
of movie.
I've got like things I've built off of it, but I'm also super frustrated my whole life of people saying Gemma. It's fucking Gemma.
Gummo.
Yeah,
not-
no,
it's
I
not a
get
pretty
that.
French
but
last
like,
name.
but like, at least
not.
gum. You're not getting people mispronouncing Gummo. They're not calling it Jumo.
You'd be surprised what they say.
Yeah, I get Gemma a lot,
Yeah.
but like people never say Gemstone. So what the fuck is that?
That would be
it's
cooler.
Just, it's just frustrating. Anyway.
Yeah. My
So that's
my
always
first name is
bothered
like
me.
that.
Yeah.
So many.
I struggled with it for the first month.
Today-
I was like, I didn't even want to talk to you because I was like, I'm gonna fuck it up.
What's up, Ash?
Today on the phone with the credit card people, since we share a credit card, you were my wife, Gemma Trevor. And I did not really correct them until the very end, because why?
You're like, that additional hard card holder, my wife, we better fix that.
But Trevor Gemma is like, I always wanted to make a t-shirt company and call it T-Gems.
How old were you when that started? Were you in high school by any chance?
Oh, for sure.
You know, because maybe there's a little something to share with you.
Oh.
No.
Oh, geez.
I was thinking about those times when we were young.
Oh, no, I'm
carefree,
nervous.
And you know, I thought it would be really nice to share with our amazing chat audience, who I miss jamming with right now. I wish I had the jammy thing.
Oh.
I thought it would be fun to take a little trip down memory lane, and this
Oh,
is
God.
a little bit of a surprise for some folks.
Have you like done digging on me or something?
Oh, let's just take a look at our little wee Trev when he was in the high school.
Is that that? Oh my God, that is high school. How did you get that photo?
Oh my God, but it gets better. Look at your cute little friend.
Whoa, the weight difference
Is
between
that-
those pictures.
Is that Christian Novik?
Yeah.
I know Christian Novik.
How do you know
I
Shinavik?
went to Studio 58 with him.
Oh, you know, you saw the change of Shinavik. I know pre-58 Chris and then post, and oh boy, we should talk off air.
Good talk.
Yeah, wow, that's grad. That's why there's a limo in the background.
Okay.
And then I gained
That
a
is so
bunch of
weird. I'm
weight.
freaked out right
That's
now.
my buddy Keith Meckler. That's Christian Novik.
So this is
I
the
never thought
squad.
I would recognize the red.
Part of the squad. The squad is big. Actually, I have high school friends that they're still my friends. So yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
hell? What's happening here? Who?
We know.
What?
She didn't do it to just you.
That's up at Loon Lake. That's Keith's grandpa's cabin at Loon
I
Lake.
love Loon Lake.
This is
Oh,
so
man.
weird.
That place is the best.
It's really fun to see how people have changed.
Why is this happening?
Oh no.
Roz. Oh, so cute.
Oh!
The cute, the coolest,
Oh.
coolest glasses going.
Coolest bangs.
Oh man, I could have gone. I could show you some bangs.
Yep.
Bangs.
Some things change, some things stay the same.
I mean, I think
Incredible.
this whole
Yep,
90s
that's me
vibe,
in
like
high school.
Ruby is wearing this outfit
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So chic.
It's back.
So chic.
Yeah, but that's me and my best friend.
Oh my
when I was
God.
growing
Funky fresh.
You're so cute.
I'm so cute.
The
That's
guy in
my
the bed
best
looks
friend.
kind of like Jason.
That's my best friend, Mark.
Yeah. You look the same. It wouldn't phase me.
Mark and I are born just like 6 days apart. He lived across the street from me. We grew up together, best friends.
Roz, you look like you're about to drop a hip hop LP.
You look so cool.
That was my dad's Canadians hat that I was like, it's mine now.
Oh,
man.
What is that goldness? Is that headphones?
No, it's a bunch of Christmas magic Christmas ribbons that I tied around myself. I don't know.
Gangster.
It's a whole thing.
It was organized fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, right? I was probably over at Mark's house making him get out of bed to go do something fun.
All right.
Because it's like, it's time for fun now. I know, we had almost the same glasses. I actually hit a baseball into his face once.
Oh wow.
And his glasses broke, and there was glass everywhere, and he's bleeding like crazy. It was luckily not in his eyeball though.
Ooh, that's lucky.
It was really close.
That's
and now,
really lucky.
Now he's married me as a bunch of adorable little babies.
I love it. So cute.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're awesome.
not everybody's exempt from this game.
Oh, geez.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Sweet baby Cheyenne,
Where did you get this?
I know, right? Well,
the internet is a beautiful place.
did you get mine off the internet?
Oh, you can find anything on the internet if you look hard enough.
No, not that little late.
What is that? Okay, I gotta talk about this haircut.
Please do.
Because-
Please
Is this
do.
Rachel?
Okay, so
Speaking of Trevor
it was
Turner, this is
supposed to
Cheyenne
be-
Turner.
I know. It was supposed to be. This is in grade 11,
Woot.
and my friend Alicia, her mom was a hairdresser, and I had really, really long hair, and I said I wanted it to my shoulders, and I meant here, and she gave me a Karen.
You had a Karen.
It was like spiky at the back.
So
Sick.
good. It's
Wow.
actually cute and like fresh. You look so cute. I saw
It actually
this,
is
I was like, okay,
really
you're
cute,
exactly
yeah.
the same with just like a lighter color.
You look so happy and confident.
Yeah.
Remember those days?
The glory days. Especially when you're with your friend Minnie.
Disneyland.
I was 16 maybe? No, this was after that photo, so probably around 17.
So you went for some color change through high
I
school.
did. Oh yeah, I dyed my hair a lot.
Me too, and I'm surprised that there was only the like frosted tips there. There was all kinds of colors.
Love it.
Yeah, I was in a big hippie phase. So
There's
my
no
shirt,
you?
My shirt said brains not bombs, and I didn't wear shoes.
Brains not bombs.
Yeah, I was
Always
really.
a little activist.
Yeah.
You went through some different versions.
I did.
I love this little headband action.
I know, we need to bring that back.
We should probably
Love
see,
that.
because Jamie wants to stop here, but she can't. Sorry, James, because you also did some cool hair things.
I went to high school.
Yeah.
I had butterfly clips
Oh yes.
and a disposable camera, clearly
Yes.
with the red eye.
Oh, butterfly clips.
Oh, good.
And
Oh my
How
gosh.
cute you are.
I like to share things. I like to share with my friends and my boyfriend, like shirts. I like to share shirts.
Oh my god, the like little piecey hair. It's very in now.
This is my best friend Tom I was telling you about. We dated. I'm 15 in this photo. We were like 15 to 17. We dated and we've been best friends.
He clearly understood or misunderstood what it meant to get under a girl's shirt.
Very fumbly.
It's like, I did it, friends.
This photo is actually awful, but I was like, a little bit of abs there.
Oh, there you go.
Abs. Once and only time in my life, green belt. What? Yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh my
very
God.
cute.
But you know what's really fun? I
Oh no.
is that
captain.
our captain of the
Oh.
ship is not
Oh, there's some great photos of Ash out there.
sweet baby Ash.
Oh, you went tame.
Sweet
Ash,
baby
how old are you in
Ash.
this photo? Because you don't look very different.
I was 16, and that was a closet that I made myself out of dowling rod and like some wire hung from the ceiling. Yes. Yeah.
Do you
that
still
house had
own
no
any of
keys.
these clothes?
Huh?
Do you still own any of these clothes?
Probably some.
Yes, I own that floral. It's a cross across the bust, short, like bell sleeve, gorgeous for summer. Yes, I do own some of those clothes still.
That's crazy.
It's just Ash and I were chatting about all this stuff last night, and it was just like it's really amazing to me the elements of your adult self that show up when you're young and how they just keep going and growing and continuing as you
I'm
get
the same person.
more, right? You are, but you're like it's like the stone in the tumble, right? Like it just is refined,
Oh, yeah.
polished
Smoothing it
version
out. Yeah, that's fair.
of those things, and
Somewhat.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's glorious.
Look at the guy in the
literally
background.
wearing red and black, wearing red.
Oh, yeah. We have to be mindful of this is going on Spotify now.
Okay.
So we've been showing pictures of all of us at a younger age. And now there's a picture of Ash on screen wearing a top hat and the coolest sunglasses I've seen.
My color palette has not changed
Post them on our Instagram.
at all.
Crazy cargo pants.
Will we?
and-
Will we?
So
You don't watch this episode on YouTube if you're listening on
when
Spotify.
did you
Who
lean
knows?
into Ash as this like red and black and just like your vibe? When did this solidify? Because it must have been so early.
I started going through the hair colors, I think, starting when I was about 13. My mom came home and phoned me at my friend's house because she found all this hair in the vacuum cleaner, and I had shaved my head into a purple tri-hawk. And that was like the start of the experimentation. And then I think I hit red at about 16. and
I
that's
just
been.
never looked back.
I mean,
And then it was full
it's-
stop because you hit red.
It works.
It is the best color on me.
It works. It works.
Brown works for it too, and black.
Every color.
He thinks everything looks great on you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Thank you for that little trip down memory lane.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you.
It was really fun. I was reading stuff in my yearbook. I was telling Roz, like, the weird, like, do you have something that you remember and you can quote right now that someone wrote in your yearbook?
I mean, I could go easy and just like a bunch of basic people who put in maps, which, what did that mean?
What?
Max, makeup,
Like WAPs.
oh, fuck. No, it was, yeah, MAPS. It meant like something summer. I can't remember. Something stupid, but like people, like if they didn't know you very well or they didn't like, I took the time to like be thoughtful and
know you
write
do.
something in everyone's freaking yearbook. And like I'd sit there and they're like, oh, you're not done yet? I'm like, I'm writing something for you. Like you asked me to write, fine, here you go. Like, but yeah, like, or no, Hags. Hags was one. Have a great summer.
Yeah.
People just write that.
An acronym. Look at those corporate.
Yeah, and then there was another one that I won't say because now it's a slur, but
Yeah.
it was find a guy soon.
Yes.
Those things.
Yes. We can put the math. We can figure out the math there.
I never.
It was always a slur. It was always a slur. It's not now it's a slur. It was a slur then.
Yeah,
Well, we didn't know it was. We were dumb and young and broke.
yeah.
But do you have anything memorable in your yearbook that like like you can say like I know for sure like this thing like it's stuck
You
with
asked me this earlier.
Because it's like I've got one that burns and it burns me to this day.
And-
Like, it
and, like,
haunts me.
I mean, well, out with
I
it.
think just
Okay,
tell us.
it was my neighbor, Sean Rankin, who lived like next to Rankin family. Rankin, like his brother played all the like there was just like a Celtic
Oh, okay.
explosion coming out of their backyard, which bagpipes is fun in the suburbs. But he wrote in my yearbook, Jamie, you are going to be really successful if you stop sleeping in. Hey, haven't stopped sleeping in, Ranks.
Interesting.
But it's true. And then that's like, you know what, I got to go into HR and create flexible work arrangements. Yes, the 9 to 5 don't work
It doesn't
for
work.
everybody.
Doesn't work.
Right.
The highlights of your time, especially as creatives, can be 2 o'clock in the morning. Like this little box
Yeah.
of time is so hard. And it's like, I know people are here till 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, well, that's your best time. I get it.
Remember
get it.
someone like last year high school yearbook confessing that they had a crush on me for like 5 years.
Yeah, you're like,
And I was like,
Chris.
oh, awkward. Oh, okay.
Do you have
Yeah.
anything that like you remember where someone wrote something in your yearbook and you're like, that was weird, but also
No, I don't.
No?
I don't remember. I think I blocked it. I think I blocked high school.
Yeah,
Trauma.
fair.
Not unlike I am now. And so I had asked for some reference letters for people, you know, to move on. And I was really into band, obviously. I was gonna bring band pictures, but I didn't want to bring those like sweet, sweet photos of me in my gray tux with my blue bow tie and cummerbund.
I mean,
The whole we
I wanna
all
see it.
we all did it. I have those photos. But I asked my music teacher to give me a reference letter. And I remember being like, oh, this will be great. It'll just be an extra thing I can add in, whatever I apply to, because I'll probably be in tons of things, and I'm gonna do so much stuff, and I will need this. And he wrote something so genuine and lovely, and it was really just personal about me as a human that I was just so moved afterwards that I was like, I just expected a cookie cutter. I took this off the internet, just like, you're great, this person's good, consider them for things. But it was really about like, at this time, you know, I saw them do this and I've seen them grow and do these things. And I was just like, it makes a difference to the rest of my life still now that when I write a reference letter for someone, which I need to do quite a bit, I always stop and think, am I doing service to the way that Michael gave me an opportunity to learn something about myself through these words? You know,
That's
so
pretty cool.
shout out to Mr. Eddie, who was an amazing music teacher in high school.
Mr. Eddie.
But yeah, but like take away those moments of things that really changed you, which is something that you could take even at that young age when you're still formalizing and crystallizing who you are. But like we've seen from our photos, there's pieces of the elements of us through our whole life that stay true.
They stay true.
And now we're looking for people to connect with who share some of those same strong values.
It's a hierarchy of needs, right? When your basic needs are met, we need to belong. We need to feel like we're loved, that we're supported and cared for. It is a human necessity, and I think, you know.
Yeah, the worst thing, even in prison, the thing that they do to them to torture them, even when you're surrounded by murderers and rapists and all the people who've been, you know, sentenced,
You belong.
some of them very wrongly, but put them in a hole, put them in isolation, from
Yeah.
the rest of them, because even in that environment, they need each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Crazy.
I think
We're weird creatures.
I think about I think one of the reasons I don't think about high school often because I don't like you. I was like, I went through several different friend groups and like bad things happened in high school, and I just remember being so mad at the world at that time that I wasn't ever my best self.
Yeah.
And when I think about things now, I just feel like shame of like not being
I know.
a good person, even though like we were all shitty people probably in high school to some degree, and like I did have some really close friends in high school, but I feel like I'm not proud of the way that I treated people necessarily, because I was hurt and people treated me bad, and I just lashed out a lot, and I kind of isolated myself in a lot of ways. Or I like went to the other extreme where I was like, well, they're not gonna like me if I'm just be myself, so I'm gonna be like really loud and really funny, or do this like really wild thing, or like, you know, like I really was trying to figure out who I was, but it probably wasn't a really good reflection of who I am at my core at all.
So you mentioned a thing earlier that makes me think, like tying to this, that like suffering together in drama school, those people you because you were all mutually suffering, it was mutually traumatic.
Yeah.
That those people you all bonded.
Yeah.
But did you bond with people in high school in the same way? There's you know the saying, blood is thicker than water?
Yeah.
The actual saying that is derived from is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So what it actually means is that those relationships you make in battle are stronger than those that are just by that of birth. And it's that trauma unifies us more than just familial relations.
Yeah. I have no friends from high school, really. I have people that I see and I'm like, oh, I'm glad they're doing well, but there's nobody that I really hang out with. But I did have a couple really good friends in high school, and I wish we were close now, but just life puts us further away. But I will remember those bonds, even however probably not healthy they were, but I'll remember those and cherish those for what they were at the time. Because there was a couple people that I could be myself around, but it was like near the end of high school, it just, you know, people moved and things, but
How much do you find that you are able to be your true self now?
a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And I think, you know what's interesting, is I was thinking about this, about the pandemic. I feel like I spent so much time in my house, like thinking that like nothing can faze me now. Like nothing can hurt me the way my own brain does. You know what I mean? So I feel like I feel more sure of myself now than I have ever in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a little, I've certainly been feeling that I'm a little more COVID shy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not quite ready to come out of my isolation shell yet.
Yeah. But that's probably what you need
Yeah.
as a person.
But it's gonna be weird. I'm eager for it though, is the thing.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm like,
But it helped me reprioritize what I actually want instead of what I think people want, which is what you were talking about before. Where like, there are people now that like I hung out with pre-COVID that I'm like, oh, I actually don't really give a shit about you because I didn't really think about hanging out with you during COVID.
That's probably why I have no friends left.
Right?
COVID. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't go to bars in the middle of a global pandemic, so I ain't friends with you anymore.
Yeah, and it's
it
like
changes
the people that I wanted to stay in contact with, I did.
Yeah.
But it was such an exhausting year that I had to be like, okay, what do I actually want? What am I getting out of this? And I realized I have like I don't know what it is. I have like a round face or something. People just like to tell me their problems a lot, and I don't like to hear them. I don't, but people tell me their problems a lot, and so I get dumped on a lot. And I do a lot of emotional labor of like people like feel like they can come talk to me about things, which they can, but like I realized that a lot of the relationships I had built, I kind of built out of guilt because like, oh, this person's going through something and they need me to unload on.
Yeah.
And then like during pandemic, I was like, no, I'm going through a lot. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
But I got problems.
Like, but like, yeah, like it's not my duty to hold up this end of the relationship all the time. Like, I can't be the only one like supporting you. I don't get anything in return.
You can send them to me. I'm like the worst. I'm like, cool, what's your action plan? Let's do that. What's the first step we're
yeah.
gonna take? And if that doesn't work, what's our second? I don't listen to whining. I make a plan.
Like I'm too busy figuring out what the fuck my plan is.
Right.
You know, like, and maybe that sounds selfish, but I also feel like better about it now than I ever have.
It's
gotta-
like
you gotta do
you
it.
gotta look out for number one.
Yeah, well,
and you're married, so 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Before any other one else is bullshit.
Exactly. It really helped me reprioritize
Yeah.
what I value, and like I don't value people that take up all my emotional time.
Jamie, you just made me think of a thing
Yeah.
about like COVID, and I don't go out drinking in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
that kind of a thing. So, has there been over the last like, even now, like reflecting on all of this, or over your life, has there been shared interests that eventually you realized were destructive, and then you lost friends from?
All of it.
Drugs.
Yes, I'm a party animal. I would say all of my friends in my 20s are gone because I don't stay up till 7 o'clock in the morning.
So there's nothing.
with them
So is there
anymore.
nothing else there?
There's no foundation. You don't know what it's like when you're like, whatever, having a time. And
Having
you
a
become
time.
best friends and you share intimately and you're gonna be friends with this person forever and you talk for 12 and 15 hours and you never see them again. It feels real, it feels intimate in the moment, but when you clean up your act, you know, it's been a lonely 10 years.
100%. 100%.
I'm okay with it because those were just fleeting moments.
Yeah.
So yes, destructive crap. I think that people keep those people around them to justify themselves to themselves when they know better and they're like, you know what, it's all cool to experiment.
So you haven't been able to eliminate destructive behaviors, but maintain any relationships from within those that were tied to those destructive behaviors? Interesting.
Not without them.
No. Yeah.
I mean, I'm fortunate that I have.
Probably out of
but-
shame. All of us.
I gotta say, I've had like I relate, but I have the exact opposite experience. Like 95% of my friends are from my 20s to my 30s when me and my friends were throwing gigantic raves
Yeah.
and like partying our faces off. But now most of those people are my closest friends and they've all like cleaned up their act too. Like they're all like being adults now. But we all kind of did it at the same time, which is really convenient. But that's like, for sure, 95% of my friends were born through like that party rave scene.
Yeah.
You know what? I will say that my best friend in the world, Katie, is like our show, the After Party, that we started when I started writing comedy and stuff. That show's based off us being fucking dirtbag teenagers and doing a lot of drugs and being the worst. And I feel like we're still like that in theater school, but we kind of both grew up at the same time together and like phased that out.
Yeah.
So we both know each other's like shit, like each other's bullshit, and we've stayed close, but we grew at the same time. Whereas a lot of other friends in that phase, like I don't.
Yeah. When you depart early
Yeah.
from the party, when you leave early, you're just too ashamed to go back.
Yeah.
You're like, that's not who I am. I'm not going back.
Yeah.
Own your shame. Go back to it and see who is willing to forgive you.
I will.
Because those are friends.
Yeah. They all have kids.
Seriously?
now. I suck. They all have kids, and it's like, it's just, I'm boring to people that have kids, so. I hear it.
Oh, we're awesome. We do our own thing. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
That's true. But
That's true.
I don't know.
I guess what I've been like my whole life is I started a Sailor Moon fan club in high school, and I was like, if no one comes but me, I don't care. You know? And then in university, same idea. You know, you meet a bunch of science kids, and you're just like, look, are we doing this? You want to do this thing with me? We're going to hang out and have fun? Awesome. And then, you know, you get older, and you're like, are you in my World of Warcraft group? Great, we got a guild, we got 5 people, we're going to go do a thing. We're in a dungeon. And then, you know, I meet Matt, and then we're like, okay, now we're a thing, we like stuff, awesome. Then we come here,
Yeah.
and we like all this stuff.
We're getting close, guys. Like, this is, I will say, I've worked in HR for over 12 years. I've been working since I was 11. This is a place that is starting to feel to me like Schitt's Creek. We're not perfect, none of us. We all have our individual quirks. But if we can screw up and still be picked up and still come to work the next day and be loved again, and even when we're not at our best, like, I've had the word belonging written on the whiteboard in my wall for weeks, and I'm glad that we had this episode, and I got to sit beside this lady and this lady and my friend Trevor and Ash. Like, this is a very special, special place. Yeah.
I think that is an absolutely awesome note to end on. There's a bunch of stuff I didn't get into, and we're going to have to get into it another time. So thank you guys for being here. This was a lot of fun, and it was a little bit of therapy, but that's great.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for joining us. I mentioned earlier all the stuff I'm not going to do it again. So yeah, if you go back to the beginning of the episode and watch it again, and you'll see all the stuff that just came out on all of our channels and the stuff that's coming up next week. And until next time, stay filthy.